Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Manifest Tarot. I'm so happy you're here. I have my two favorite animals are bunnies and coyotes. And I know this isn't a coyote, this is a wolf, but this is the closest I've been able to get to my two favorite animals together on the screen for you. So I'm so excited. I just got this bunny. So anyway, I'm very excited about today's reading, not least because it's starting out with my two favorite animals. So this is a Your Week Ahead reading, so let's get right to it. I'm going to pick 3 oracle cards and let's wake up this deck. You know, that one just, this third card that came out, it just was sliding around and it just wanted to come out. So this one, these cards are so big. This one, and I think we need to shuffle one more time and we'll get a third one. So this one. All right, I'm so excited to see what these cards have for us. The first one for pile number 1, it's the Alabaster Tablet of Layla. This is card number 41. All right, the second card is number 19, Salve Pollute. For pile number 3, this is card number 7, the 7 Blessings of Eve. Very interesting cards. Let's pause a moment, and I'm going to pause a moment. For you, I'll be right back, but I'm going to get 3 crystals, one for each of these piles, for those of you who like crystals. We're back, and I have 3 crystals, and I also have 3 themes or phrases for each pile. So for pile number 1, I chose this opal. I couldn't resist choosing this opal oval. And the theme, according to this card's meaning, is manifesting the feminine. Manifesting the feminine. It doesn't matter if you are a woman or man. It doesn't matter. We all have a balance of, you know, feminine traits, and we all have masculine traits, and it's just what we are as people. You know, we have some of each. We have some things that we approach differently, you know, depending on who we as a person are. And we're just, in this card is just encouraging you to look at things, manifesting them in that way, probably about something that's currently happening, since this is a Your Week Ahead reading. This card for pile number 2, I chose this clear quartz, hexagonal point. And this phrase, Salve Pollute, it's Latin for clearing out toxins. So you know how when you are, like say you're making rice and you rinse the rice before you put it in the pot with water. The water's cloudy and milky and cloudy and milky, and you keep rinsing, and then finally the water runs clear. So that's my phrase for this card. This is clear running water. And then for this card, pile number 3, I chose this gorgeous tiger's eye oval. Just these patterns on these tiger's eye crystals are just so fascinating. And for this, I consulted the guidebook and I came up with the phrase, choose your thoughts. That's what came out for me from looking at the explanation of this card in the guidebook. So, of course, I will put all of this information in the timestamps and with everything, the words on the card, the number of the pile, the crystals, the phrase I just told you, everything will be in the timestamp, so just take as much time as you need to choose, and I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1, welcome to your week ahead reading. You chose this Alabaster Tablet of Layla card, and to go along with it, our phrase for this reading is manifesting the feminine. Oops, let me just make sure you can see it. All right, so that's one of our oracle cards, and I have 2 stacks of tea leaves. They're so squirrely, they just want to slide all over. So I'm going to pick a couple cards. Let's wake up this pile. Oh my gosh, do 3 really want to come out? These 3 really wanted to come out. Whoa! Did you see how did you see how energetic that was? So I'm just going to pull 1 from this pile. Actually, that was the one. All right, let's see what we have. Butterfly, a change for the better. Wow. Guess what happened? So funny. I saw this card and I'm thinking, I know that something important happened with the butterfly. How did I forget? I was sitting outside a couple days ago and something happened to me that had never happened before. A butterfly landed on my finger. It just flew up, landed on my finger, sat there for a couple seconds, and then flitted off. It was so magical. Wow, what a magical moment. I'm so glad I shared it with you. So this is the second tea leaf tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. And what a nice compliment to the first card. What is this one? 4-leaf clover. Oh my gosh. Pile number 1, great good fortune. Wow. I'm so curious. February. All right. This is, as I am recording it, I couldn't remember if it was the 28th or the 29th. As I'm recording this, it is the 28th of February, so this is still this month. Even though I will post this at the beginning, it's going to be the beginning of March when this reading actually goes up. So this is a very present card. This is a very like in the present moment message, exactly like the reading, which is a your week ahead reading. Very, very interesting, and I love these cards for us. So here is our deck, our first deck. I have 3 decks. So here's our first deck, and I'm going to pull 4 cards from this one, and let us wake it up, and let's see what we have. We need a couple more shuffles here. I think this deck hasn't woken up fully. This one wanted to come out. There's that. All right, so this one, actually this is 2, and then this one. So this one and then these 2. All right, thank you, deck. We have this deck, and I'm going to pull 3 cards from this one. If you don't know, I always have to wake the deck up. Always have to wake the deck up. 3. Let me, whoa. Well, it looks like we're getting 4. 4 from this deck, and then we have 2 from this deck. Oh, geez. We're also getting 3 from this deck. We're getting 3 from this deck. Wow, you're getting a lot of cards. A lot of messages for you this reading, pile number 1. All right, so this card, all of the positions on the Your Week Ahead readings, all of the positions have meanings. So this card, the meaning is the past, and it is the recent past. This is a very immediate like the first 3 positions are very immediate. It's the very recent past, it's the present moment, just like this, present moment, and then the near future. So this is the recent past, and it is the Knight of Swords. Very interesting. Let's make sure we can see it all. And then we have this card, which is, I already just mentioned, this is the present moment. The Page of Cups. So funny. This card is so funny, with all of the fish in aggregate creating a little person. We're already running out of room, and there's only oh my gosh. All right, so these cards and these cards are very large comparatively. All right, so then we have this card. This is the near future. The 7 of Wands. Look at this camel. This little dromedary is closing its eyes and using the power of its mind to transport itself from the barren desert to the cool and water-filled oasis. And it's doing it by jumping through a flaming hoop, but it doesn't see it, so the flaming hoop doesn't exist. It's turned its attention away from both the flaming hoop and the barren desert. All right, that's it. That's the end of the reading. That's such a beautiful reading of that card. All right, so this is the 4th position, and this is environment. I'm sorry, this is advice. What am I saying? Environment is next. This is advice to you for the present, like for the immediate advice. It's not long-term advice necessarily, although it could extend to the long-term. This is immediate advice. The Knight of Wands, your 2nd knight. And you know, the Knight of Swords, your Knight of Swords and your Knight of Wands are the 2 faster knights in the deck, and the Knight of Wands is the fastest knight in the deck. So what we have is a lot of forward motion, and we see motion in all of your cards. We see motion in both the heron here and the jay that is riding. They both have wings, and they're flying. The Page of Cups, his body is actually fish in motion. He is in motion. The 7 of Wands, this camel, this dromedary, is in motion. The Knight of Wands is personifying motion, not emotion. It's personifying motion. So there's a lot of forward movement for you. All right, so let me see all of these cards. So oh my gosh. All right, so we're going to have 2, 2, and 3 for two cards for this position. This next position, as I said, this is environment. It's the 3D. It's anything in the 3D. It could be a person. It could be a group of people. It could be a company. It could be a location, weather. You know, it could be anything in the 3D. So let's see. What is the first card? It's the Knight of Cups with Morpheus. So this is your 3rd knight. He's wearing his heart, aka his cup, on his sleeve, aka his arm. He's wearing his cup on his arm. This is emotions. You have 3 knights already, and they're all different. And then what's the second card for this position? The Queen of Cups. We go from the Knight of Cups to the Queen of Cups. So since this is feminine energy, where the theme for this reading is manifesting the feminine, I'm going to read this as you, and this is maybe your love interest, your SP. And if you don't have an SP, it could be just someone you love, your friend, or your family member, somebody who you really care about. But for most of you, this is going to be your SP relationship. So we have 2 cards for our next position, which is something that's either helping you or something that's hindering you, or both. And it's also something that's usually at least partially hidden from you right now in this present moment. Okay, so we have 2 cards. The first one is the 8 of Wands. Wow, pile number 1. This is another... Oh, why did I think... I don't know what I was thinking. The 8, the 7, I was thinking that is so funny. I was thinking the 7 of Wands was the 8 of Wands. I was thinking forward movement, and the 8 of Wands showed up. So funny. So the 8 of Wands is a lot of forward movement. So very interesting. Very interesting. I think I think we collectively manifest this. There's so much forward movement in your reading. So interesting. And your second card is the King of Coins, which is the King of Pentacles. So this looks very helpful to you. The King of Pentacles looks very helpful. This is what helps, what might be helping you or might be hindering you, hidden obstacles or hidden help. You're gonna hear the heater coming on. It's cold here today, so the heater's coming on. I hope that it's not too loud for you. So, before I reveal these cards, this final position is the outcome that is offered. It's an outcome. It could be an outcome that is offered to you. I mean, it is, and you could choose it or not. That's what this final position is. So the first card that we have here is the Ace of Pentacles. This new beginning in prosperity. Wonderful. The second card is the Six of Cups. Bunnies. Bunnies. I love them. And the third card, we are so short on space. Oh, wow. The third card is the Page of Cups. You are very cup heavy or very emotions heavy in the second half of your reading. We have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Cups. The only cups we have another Page of Cups. I was looking. We have another Page of Cups. The only one we are missing is the King of Cups, and that position that the King of Cups might have occupied is being occupied by this King of Pentacles instead. So listen, I know you can't see all of your cards, so I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm gonna rearrange this so you can see all of the cards. So pile number 1, this is such an interesting reading. You can see you have 0 major arcana. You have 0, and you are so court card heavy. You have, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 court cards. That is pretty amazing. And to have 0 major arcana and the rest just regular suit cards, that this is a pretty interesting reading. And so what do we have? We have a lot of forward movement, and we have a lot of people showing up for you. It's really clear in here what is going on. So let's start at the beginning here with the Knight of Swords. Our theme here is mastering, our theme here is manifesting the feminine, which, you know, mastering, I guess, could be mastering the feminine. It's kind of funny, but manifesting the feminine. But our recent past is you charging forward, cutting through your thoughts, you know, your thoughts, maybe your misconceptions. Maybe you've done a lot of hard work to get your thoughts in order. This looks like you have done a lot of work. There's been a lot of change within you, pile number one. And congratulations, first of all. I'm proud of you, first of all. That's really amazing. But now in this present moment, you're getting advice to kind of change your tactic a little bit, to change your tactic and look within yourself. See, this fish, do you see that the only human body part of this fish is the hand? Everything else is made out of fish. This person is made from individual fish and hat. But the only human body part is the hand that is holding the cup. So what does this mean for us? This means that you are transforming or have transformed almost fully. But there's one thing that you need to hang on to from your former self to hold up this vessel. And what is it? It looks like the fish is not drinking from the cup. What does a fish need to drink for? The fish doesn't drink. The fish exists in water. So what is it using the cup for? It's using it to look at its reflection. What you are being invited here in this present moment to only see the past you as a means of just reflecting what you don't want anymore. Just being reminded, just when you not in a way that's, remember, this is a very feminine energy that we're being encouraged to have right now. So not in a way that's, oh, I can't believe I, pile number one, did such a thing in the past. Oh, you know, or not in a strong way, not in a way that you've been doing, which was necessary. This energy that you had before was necessary. Now, the energy that you are being invited to do right in this present moment is just saying, oh, I did that in the past. Number one, I did this in the past. If I manifested something that I didn't want in the past unconsciously or subconsciously, however you would like to talk about it, number one, that means I'm really powerful. Good or bad, my thoughts manifested. I am powerful. Number two, it's just a way to direct your thoughts in the new way now. So acknowledge your power and use any reflection that you are seeing from the past as just a way to remind you, hey, I don't want to experience that anymore, so I'm going to direct my thoughts in the new way. And you see, you're almost fully transformed again. This is your little hand here is the old you. The new you is this fish person. And the cups is emotion. The cups is emotion, so the sword is intellect. So you're moving from having to kind of remove yourself from your emotions to kind of rein in your in rain. He's using reins here. This knight is using reins. You've gone from having to rein in your mind to a more easeful relationship with manifesting. This is a major transformation for you, pile number 1. So 7 of Wands. This is your near future. And you are in the state right now of the desert. And you have to maintain in your mind the oasis. That's what this is. You are going to have to make that leap of faith in both the present moment, where you are going from reining in your thoughts to a more gentle, flowing, beautiful relationship with your mind and your thoughts, where you are lovingly concentrating on what you do want instead of diligently getting rid of what you don't want. Your tables have turned, your card has flipped, you have turned over a new leaf. I don't know how many ways I can say this. You've gone from reining in what you don't want to flowing with what you do want. And now all you have to do is think lovingly of what you want. And while existing in accepting your 3D reality, you're still looking at what you do want. You're facing what you do want. And the shift is going to happen to your preferred 3D so soon. I mean, this is your near future. And look, we caught you, pile number 1, in the act of leaving behind the old 3D and jumping into the new one that you have been envisioning. And it's kind of funny because your advice card is this Knight of Wands, which is just fearless forward motion. And you see the difference. You see the difference between these two knights. This is your past, your recent past. You were very diligent. You're very martial. You know, everything about this card looks martial. The sword, the blue jay, just everything, the posture. And in this one, it looks more like a wise person out for a ride, illuminating the path ahead. And your advice is to go forward, not like you have in the past, because you don't need to. Not that you didn't need to in the past. You did need to do this. Marshal your thoughts. Muster the will. I'm using all these martial terms. Muster the will to change your thoughts. But now you have done so, so now you are able to ride forward fearlessly, yet with much slacker reins, because you have already done the hard work. And now, instead of concentrating on getting rid of the old thoughts and the old patterns, you are now concentrating on filling up lovingly your world with the new. Very, very beautiful. And we have this position. This position is, again, the 3D. And we see you are very other person heavy here. We see this person approaching you. We see you receiving. This is a feminine energy reading. You're in the feminine Queen of Cups energy, and someone is coming towards you in the Knight of Cups, heart on his sleeve energy. And it doesn't matter if your sexes in real life are reversed. That's just the energy. All right? But the 3D is showing us wonderful stuff. And this is these cards are very much 3D cards. So of all these 7 positions, I feel like these 4 cards go with this position the most. And what do we have? A change for the better. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, even there. Yep, 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 yep. So from the present to the near future to the advice to the 3D, all change for the better. Great good fortune, wonderful. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment, probably together with this 3D partner that you have. And February, which means very immediate, very soon, very, very, very much of a forward movement card and reading. Beautiful. What do we have here? This is our what might help you, what might hinder you, and hidden. So what do we have? We have the 8 of Wands, which is, again, forward movement. It is the forward movement card. And then we have this King of Pentacles. Now, I am really not sure, to tell you the truth, I'm really not sure if this is supposed to be you or supposed to be someone else. For most of you, I'm thinking this is someone else just because the theme for this is feminine, manifesting the feminine, and this is a more masculine energy card. So I'm thinking for most of you, this is a person from the outside who is abundant in monetary, but also, abundant in many things, because you have a lot of cups. You have the Page of Cups twice, and you have the Knight of Cups. So you have 3 masculine cup energy, 3 masculine cup energy cards. And so they're influencing this King of Pentacles to be very open and very loving, very secure in himself, very self-aware and abundant, and everything that is the masculine that is meshing well with you. And so there's no mistake for this reading that the 8 of Wands is personified in the feminine, because this is your forward movement. The forward movement is not outside, is not out of your control. It's your control. Look at how much in control she is. She's in control. She's focused. That's you. She is you. So what is helping you is you. And what is also, so this is helping you. And also there's someone really showing up for you. There's someone really showing up for you, pile number 1, in an amazing way. Now we have these 3 cards here that all are signifying an outcome that is offered to you. So first of all, I'm going to go in order how they presented themselves. So the Ace of Pentacles, again, this King of Pentacles, I think, is really signifying this person. They're coming to you in a couple different ways: the Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Or for some of you, this could be a very big financial success for you with this great good fortune. You can claim this for yourself. This is your reading. So I should have actually said, yes, I'm going to say, for some of you, this is someone showing up for you just in every way that you wanted, because you've been manifesting this. You've taken this leap of faith. For others of you that are manifesting abundance, this is your abundance. This is your fulfillment. And it's also showing up in these oracle cards: change for the better, great good fortune, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So wonderful. All right, so This Ace of Pentacles is really interesting now, especially for those of you who have been really manifesting your own abundance, in that you might even be so successful that you can start a new venture because you've already done, like, completed what you wanted, if that makes sense. It's so, you have such a wonderful thing that has happened in your abundance part of your life, that you are starting something new. You are seeing these new possibilities open up that you never even considered for yourself, because of how much you've worked, because of how much you have invited into your life with your focus. Not invited, you have manifested, I should say. Inviting means you're waiting for it and hoping it will come, but we're really manifesting. The Six of Cups is enjoyment. For you in this reading, the Six of Cups is just it's a mini wish fulfillment card. It is just sheer enjoyment. And you know, for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it's getting on into spring. March is in just a few days. There's new growth, there's new abundant stuff coming up for you everywhere. And so the Six of Cups is saying enjoy it, reminding you that your purpose in manifesting good things is to then be able to enjoy them in the 3D. It's a very simple card for this reading. The Six of Cups is very simple. And then there's another Page of Cups to round out our reading. And look at this person that you have coming into your life as a romantic partner is all in. I love this card. It's so funny. They have their billet doux, they have their wine, they have their bouquet for you. They are dressed to the nines. They have more billet doux for you, or maybe this is the list of what they want to do with you. This is just complete adoration streaming from them to you. This is a wonderful card to end this reading, because everything for you, pile number one, is amazingly just, I don't know how to say it except amazingly wonderful. And the reason is because you have worked so hard, and now you're able to relax the reins, flow into what you have been creating in your mind. You have done the hard work, and now it's time for you to flow into your future, knowing that you are now a master at manifesting. Pile number one, fabulous reading. Thank you so much for joining me. This is just a wonderful reading. I know that you are such an amazing person. Thank you. Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I love seeing all of the new subscribers coming on board. And I appreciate, just to let you know, I really do appreciate every like, share, and comment on my videos. It's wonderful to see you engaging with them too, and watching them. And I know I'll see you very soon. Bye for now. Hey, pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose this card, Salve Pollute, card number 19. Sorry if I'm butchering that. And I chose also this clear quartz hexagonal point crystal to go with this card. And the meaning of this card is clearing, this is Latin for clearing toxins. So the theme of this reading is clear running water. So I'm putting this up here, and let's get us a couple more oracle cards. We have 2 stacks of, geez, these things are so slippery. We got two little piles of tea leaves. And we have this, and we have, oh my gosh, 3. All right, just one from here. I only wanted 3. I think that one wanted to come out here. Here we go. Here's this. We have 5 cards. We're gonna have to really use our space wisely. All right, flowers, happiness. Wow, pile number 2. What a nice card to start out with. What is our next one? Crown, honor and respect will come to you. Wow. 2 beautiful cards right away. Tent, temporary situation. How interesting. What is going on in your life? Gavel, involvement with the law. Maybe that's the temporary situation, because they came out like this and like this. So I'm super curious. What is this one? Success. Wow. This is a good thing. Maybe there's some temporary situation that is trying to make it, not trying to, but making it seem to you like you're not getting what you want. And then look, what comes out at the end, success. I was going to put this on here, but it blocks out too much. So we're just going to have to really use our space wisely to get all the cards in. We have 3 decks. So this is the first deck, and I'm going to pull 4 cards from this one. If you've never watched a Your Week Ahead reading before, there's 7 positions, and each one has a specific meaning in this reading. So there's 2. Let's see what else we get. There's this one. And then this one. And we have this deck. Let's pull 3 cards from this one. There's 1, 2, and 3. They're being very obedient today, these decks. All right, this is the 3rd deck, and I'm going to pull 2 cards from this one. I see them already. We have this one, and we have this one. Oh, this one wanted to come out too. Dang, we have 3 cards. So funny. All right. Here is our pile of cards for you, pile number 2. And so we are going to start right out. This is the first card, the first position, and it is the recent past. The Moon card. I love this bunny. We get Bunny and Bunny. They are going to have to make friends here for a second. All right. All right. So this bunny in her little tennis outfit. I love it. Look at these little magical mushrooms. Your little fairies are probably living in here. 2 little separate tribes of fairies, each one preferring its own type of mushroom forest. I'm going to make up a whole story just from this one little card. All right, so this next position is the present moment. It's the present moment. And what do we have for the present moment? We have the 8 of Swords. How interesting. This is a bird's eye view of the world. Very interesting. And then we have the 3rd position, which is your very near future. The Fool card. Wow. New beginning, new venture, new bravery in your world. And then this is the fourth position. This is advice. And it's immediate advice. It's because these first four cards are very immediate. It's the immediate past, it's the present, it's immediate future. You know, recent past and near future, not necessarily immediate, but it's very immediate in feeling. And so this advice card is a very immediate advice. It might be for right now, it might be for the near future, or both. The Queen of Pentacles. Look at this little, what is she? Is she a little, is she a fox? I wonder. I think she's I'm going to call her a fox unless proven otherwise. All right, oops. All right, so we have the next position, which is the environment. It's the 3D. It could be anything in the 3D. It could be a person. It could be a group of people. It could be a place. It could be a happening. It could be, you know, an event. It could be the weather. It could be anything in the 3D. The Queen of Wands. It's your second queen in a row. So that is very significant here. Now we have two more positions. This sixth position, this is something affecting you. It's something either helping you or something hindering you or both. And it's something that's usually at least partially hidden from you for right now, in the present moment. Whoops, we have the Hanged Man. I said whoops because for an instant I thought I had it upside down. The Hanged Man, of course the Hanged Man is upside down. Prometheus is a very exemplary god. He's a titan. He's a very exemplary person. Or not person, being, entity. And then we have the World. Wow, pile number 2. The World, and of course it's Gaia, who is the world, the earth. She is the earth. Wow. Okay, so we have 3 cards for the final position, which is the, it's a future that is offered to you. It's a future that's offered to you, a future that is presented to you, you can choose it. You know, it's something that's offered to you for your choosing. So we have the 10 of Wands. Wow, you are at the end of your journey. And again, this is probably speaking to this temporary situation. I'm going to put this here for now. This is probably speaking to this temporary situation that feels very heavy to you right now. What else do we have? We have the Ace of Cups. New beginning and very emotionally fulfilled new beginning. I want a peacock bigger than larger than me. I don't know. I'd probably be scared of a peacock larger than me if I really saw one. All right, and then we have the King of Wands. Wow. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and now you have the King of Wands. Pile number 1, it was interesting. Pile number 1 had no major arcana, and they ended up with one more card than you, just, you know, because more cards were coming out. And they had 0 major arcana, but they had almost all court cards. You have a bunch of major arcana and a bunch of court cards. So both of you barely have any suit cards, even though the suit cards are the majority of the deck. So very interesting synchronicity here in your 2 readings. The thing is, I feel like this success card is kind of, I don't know where it belongs right now. I'm going to leave it here for now. So let's start at the beginning. we have this recent past, this adventuresome rabbit. She is going out into the forest in the middle of the night. The full moon is rising. It's the middle of the night. She is not meant, she is a crepuscular being. She is liking the mornings and the evenings when the light is low. She doesn't like dark. She doesn't like bright light, yet she's braving the forest. And if you see her, I find this card so interesting. She doesn't look worried. She just looks, her expression is like, yes, I am doing this. I'm not worried. I'm not even, it's not even like she's braving her fears. She's just doing it knowing that she's going to be okay. And that's what you have been doing. You have been braving things by not even needing to be brave. You have delved into something, whether it's your past behavior, not behaviors as in like changing your behaviors. You've delved into your mind. Pile number 2 is what I'm trying to say. And you know this theme, the clear running water, you have delved into your mind until you have found the clear spring of your true thoughts and desires. That's what this is all about. You have done some hard work, and you have done it knowing that it's going to be successful. And you've done it bravely and also in a way that's like, you know, it's a foregone conclusion that you are going to be successful at it. So this is funny because this takes us to this present moment, and I'm not really sure what this artwork has to do with 8 of Swords. I just have to say, other than the figure 8, which is also an infinity symbol if you look at it sideways, but obviously we're looking at it upright, and it's an 8. This is your current situation, and you're feeling stuck somehow. This is your temporary situation, and I'm really wondering if this is your involvement with the law thing. You know, this could be something else, but if it is, if you've got some judgment coming up, if you've got something that's keeping you stuck, you feel it really is a temporary situation, and you don't have to think of yourself or think of it as anything other than temporary. And you don't even have to think of it. You just think of the outcome that you want. You imagine, you dwell in the state of the person who has the outcome already. So say you are in a lawsuit, you wouldn't think of yourself as the either party. No matter which party you are, you would not think of yourself as either party. You would think of yourself as the person who already has the judgment that you want. You think of yourself as the successful party in that lawsuit. Just as an example, obviously, because we have involvement with the law. You think of yourself as the person who already has the successful judgment. And we are encouraged by other cards. Like I very, very rarely jump ahead, but this 10 of Wands is showing that. And it's curious because it's kind of, this card is more like part of this. You know, it's kind of reiterating this rather than being part of these two's message, if you understand what I mean. It came right athwart these two. So this card is showing us that you, pile number 2, are really feeling burdened. And this creature, this little character, is really living in the state of being overburdened. And there is no question that this character is overburdened. They've even got a little ball and chain, for gosh sakes. But to successfully get out of that, they have to see themselves as not being burdened. It's such a mind-blowing concept, and it's so simple, and it leads to success. So what do we have here for the near future? We have a new beginning, and this is the very near future, the new beginning. And I'm seeing, your advice is really, I'm going to do the advice card with this, because this advice card is very immediate advice. So it's advice for the present and the near future. And in this instance, the embodying the state of successful, the embodying the state of happy, the embodying the state of being honored and being respected is going to bring those to you in the near future as a brand new fresh start. And this near future and your final outcome all have the same feeling of new fresh start, magical things happening, manifesting exactly what you want. And it is due to your mindset. This is your advice mindset. And I have to say, even in the what's helping you and what's hindering you position, I'm jumping around a lot in this one, but I don't usually. I usually go do. But this reading is curiously unusual. On the Your Week Ahead readings usually have a very clear, linear message, but yours keeps on giving us reminders of the same thing, which is being stuck. And so this Hanged Man is telling us that even that what's helping you and what's hindering you is the feeling that you have of being stuck, the awareness of you being stuck. What's helping you is the fact that you, pile number 2, are the world. You are your world. You are your only operant power. You are the cause and the creator of everything in your world. So I have been jumping around like crazy, but this is the near future, this new beginning, this new start. This temporary situation is over. So again, the advice is to be in the state that you want. If you are wanting a relationship, you are walking around every day being in the state of already, living in the state of already being in the relationship. If you are wanting to be abundant, you are walking around living in the state of being abundant. It goes for anything in the world. If you want X, you walk around all day being in the state of having X, of being the person that has X, I should say. And it's such an easy yet, I don't want to say difficult concept, but or thing to do, but sometimes we do find it difficult. Sometimes we feel stuck. Sometimes we feel this energy of just, how long do I have to do this? And it's just, you just continue. I know that it's easier said than done. But it's easier said than done, but it's easy to do once you grasp it. Once you grasp it, pile number 2, it's amazing. This is your Queen of Wands. I mean, this is your Queen of Wands. This is your Queen of Wands. Of course, it's your Queen of Wands. This is the 3D card. This is the Queen of Wands. And I wonder, this is your reading, so this Queen of Wands, I mean, in any other position, I would say this Queen of Wands is probably you, but it's in the 3D position. It's in the outside of you. It's in the environment. So is it telling you, for some of you, I guess there's more than one meaning, potential meaning for this. For some of you, this might be just that you need to walk out into the 3D already being, yeah. As I'm saying this, I'm like, yeah, that seems like for most of you, that's what this is. This is a very unusual meaning for a 3D card. This is telling you and reminding you, pile number 2, that you have to embody the state, that you embody the state. Let me put it this way. Oh, God. Let me put it this way. All right. You already are embodying a state. If you want to change your 3D, you have to embody the state of the new you that you want to be. So it's not as if you have to begin to embody the state of this particular person. It's that you already are embodying a state of this particular person that you are right now, and that you have to embody a new state if you want to change states. Remember, as Neville Goddard explained it like this. Well, first of all, he said, you know, all of us are an eternal being, and states are temporary. We are moving through temporary states. And he explained it this way in at least one lecture, if not more than one lecture. He says, think of states as cities, and you the person, you, pile number 2, for instance, as driving a car, and you drive through a city. He says, when you leave the city, you know, you're in the state of being in the city. When you leave the city, the city stays behind and you move on. He says, you know, so you, as pile number 2, let's keep this, you know, lawsuit, for example. You are not the lawsuit. You are not the lawsuit. You are a person temporarily living in the state of being a person involved in a lawsuit. Once it's over, you are no longer that person, but that state of being in a lawsuit is still there. Other people are going to occupy that state. They have occupied that state before you. They're going to occupy that state after you. So what you want to do to move to a new state, which you have consciously manifested, is pick up your stakes from your tent and move it to the state of being the person that already has the successful lawsuit judgment before the judgment has come, before the judgment has emerged in the 3D. You have stepped into that state of having the success that you want. So very uniquely among these your week ahead readings, the 3D is you stepping into your preferred state consciously. And we've already touched on this. This is what might be helping you or hindering you. What's hindering you is this feeling of being stuck. Feeling of being stuck, feeling of being stuck, feeling of being stuck, feeling of being stuck. What's helping you is you. You. And you. I'm not sure. I don't think this is you, to tell you the truth. This is you. This is you. This is the real you. This is you want. So just clearly seeing your new state that you want to occupy and stepping into it in your mind. And remember, this clear running water is our theme. That means that you clearly see the happiness and the honor, the respect and the success that you want. Clearly seeing that as your state right now, and you will smoothly step into it. So look at how disparate these outcome cards are. We have, on the one hand, we have this Ten of Wands burdened, maybe burdened by a bad outcome. I'm assuming you don't want a bad outcome, or else you would not classify it as bad. On the other hand, we have this brand new, fresh, beautiful beginning in the King of Wands energy. And this being you, you've successfully done whatever it was that was burdening you. You have successfully gotten rid of that from your life. Somehow, you don't know how, you've stepped into the state of success. You've stepped into the state of happiness. You've stepped into the state of honor and respect. And things naturally fall into place because you have changed. And then we have this King of Wands, which is this your love interest? Is this your SP? Is this another person that you have in your life? I don't think this is you. This is somebody that is coming in and showing you exactly what you want them to show you. Pile number 2. I'm just mesmerized by this artwork. I'm sorry. I almost forgot to talk. This little baby lion with the wings and the little cloud that's like right here at head level, and he's so fertile that something is sprouting out of his head. This is such a funny illustration. It's so fun, it's so light, and it's so happy, and it's personifying the happiness that is with these cards. So your choice is clear. Your advice from this reading is so clear. I know I jumped around a lot, and as I said, it's not usual for this reading, this you know, my Your Week Ahead readings, but it is, yours was unique in that there were reminders that, there were reminders that the stuck energy is just a state that you are living in right now. And that as soon as you step out of the stuck state, as soon as you step out of the quagmire, you step on dry land and you walk forward into your new state. You embody the state, no matter what the 3D is giving you, everything falls into place. And that is your reading for this week. And thank you so much for joining me. I love seeing all the new subscribers coming on. I love seeing all of the comments, the shares, and the likes. I'm really loving all the engagement. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future readings. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all of your presence. You're why I'm doing this, and it's so meaningful to me that you're here. I know I'll see you very soon. Bye for now. Pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm so happy you're here. You chose this very interesting card, 7 Blessings of Eve. It's got the theme of Choose Your Thoughts. That's our theme for this reading. And you also chose this beautiful tiger's eye oval. And we're going to put this here next to the bunny, my little bunny that I couldn't resist getting. And we have a couple stacks of tea leaves, and I am going to pull some cards for our other whoa, geez. Gosh, how many is that? So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll take one from this pile. This one. So let's see what we have here. These tea leaves sure want to jump around. So this one is ladder, climbing toward success. Nicely done right off the bat. We have such nice sentiment here. And we have the second one is torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Whoops. And what is the theme? Choose your thoughts. That's what this is really saying. It's like choose your thoughts, laser focus on what you want, pile number 3, not unsuccessful plans. We can say that as not, N-O-T, like we can say this, we can change it. Look at this. This says not unsuccessful plans, but we could change it to not unsuccessful plans, as in they become successful. With the double negative rule, they become successful plans. All right, so we have bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Awesome. Choose your thoughts. Successful plans. This is choosing your thoughts right here. This is so funny. I'm so... just things just happen in these readings. Things are just so magical the way they appear. So this is your first deck. I'm going to pull 4 cards from this one. We have this one. Well, we have this one and this one. They both wanted to come out. Oh gosh. And this and this. And yeah, there. I was wondering if that was the order I wanted to have them, and then that was it. So this is your second deck. We're going to pull 3 cards from this. All right, this one, and this one. And let us see. This is the third deck. I'm going to pull, whoa! I think I'm going to pull 3 cards because the other 2 piles had 3 cards for their final position. So let's pull 3 cards for you. I think I'm going to have to, there we go. 3 cards for you for your final position. So here are your cards. Let's get right to it. So if you've never watched a Your Week Ahead reading, there's 7 positions, and it is, each position has a meaning. So this is your recent past card. Ace of Pentacles. Wow, there is this climbing towards success card that we have right here. And then this beginning, like you are successful. You're showing... I'm sorry, the card is showing us, that you have already begun your successful venture that is going to provide a lot of abundance. This is your second position. This is the present moment. The 6 of Wands. Such a weird artwork for this card. So funny. It doesn't really mean, the artwork doesn't really say what, in my opinion, the card means. It's so funny. And in common opinion of what the card means. So this is your third position. It is the near future, very immediate future. The Magician, the Manifester card. Oh, look at all this. The Magician has his little ingredients list and his little spell book. He's being very untidy with his spell book. He's got all of his little potions and his little accoutrement and his little ingredients. And his little bubbling potion here, and this little thing is, it's what do you call it there? This little, I don't remember what it's called, but it's making his potions, and he's just totally busy in his little manifesting laboratory. This is your immediate future. That's you. That's you choosing your thoughts in your immediate future. And then this is the fourth position. This is advice. And since it comes right after the recent past, the present moment, the near future, it's advice about, you know, these two positions. Obviously, the past is already gone, but it's very immediate advice. It's advice for right now, present moment, and near future. And ooh, it's the Lover's card. I wonder, because the Lover's card could mean love, obviously, but it could mean choice. We're going to see. I'm going to not say anything about it. We'll just keep on looking at the cards and see what else comes out. So this card is symbolizing the 3D. It could symbolize the it could symbolize a person, people, a place, an idea. I mean, it could symbolize, you know, the weather. It could symbolize anything in the 3D. So what is it? It is the Three of Swords. Wow. I wonder if someone in your 3D has some heartache, or you perceive them to have some heartache. I have some thoughts, especially since it came right up with the Lover's card. Let's see. I'm so curious. I'm so curious as to see if my theory, my half-formed theory, is going to be shown in the rest of these cards. We have 5 more cards. So this next position is something that's either helping you or hindering you, or both, you know, because we have 2 cards, and something could be both helping you and hindering you, and it's usually at least partially hidden from you right now. So this is like maybe your first peek into some of these ideas for you right now. So the first card is the Six of Swords, and then the second card is the Hermit. Yeah, and this Hermit card is definitely showing me what my theory, you know, something about my theory in here. So let's see. Oh, I was going to just start showing you the cards without telling you. This last position is a propose, let's say an offer to propose final outcome. What you decide to do here is going to, you know, reflect, the cards reflect a final outcome that's possible. Anything is possible, but the Three of Wands combating the Three of Swords. Combating the Three of Swords energy we have here. The second card is the Hanged. Wow, the Hanged Man. That came out in pile number 2, and it's right under the Hermit. Very interesting. And then we have the Six of Wands combating the Six of Swords. Very, very, very interesting. So we have Three of Swords, Three of Wands, Six of Swords, Six of Wands. Very interesting. So pile number 3, look at this Ace of Coins. I already talked about this a little bit. This is your recent past. This is you planting the seed, and the seed is this gold coin. You planted it, and it's growing like these little beetles. I don't know what the little beetles are doing. Are they admiring that you did this? Are they helping you? Or did they find it and they're gonna like take it, and I don't know what they're gonna do with it. But you have already sown the seeds of your success. You are already on the ladder of success, pile number 3. You already have done this. You've already, I mean, this bull is doing some heavy lifting in this reading. I just want to say there's a major theme, and it started, the first inkling I got of this major theme was seeing this 3 of Swords right athwart the Lovers here. And it just, I was saying, what is going to show up to either verify my theme, my idea or not? And then we got so many cards. We got 3 cards affirming what I had an inkling of right here. So this bull is doing some heavy lifting, because the bull is also, you know, saying stuff about that, but it's also saying stuff about your ladder of success and your awareness, your understanding, whatever. This is really, oh my gosh, I just realized, how did I not realize? You have pile number 3, you have 2 6 of Wands. So there's two themes for your reading, and there's 2 6 of Wands because there's 2 success threads, if you understand what I mean. Very interesting. So I don't even know what I was saying. Okay, so let's not think about the Lovers thread. We have a love thread and we have an abundance thread in your reading, and the abundance is coming out first because we start with this Ace of Pentacles. So that you have already done so much work to build on your success, and you have to just continue. Don't back down. If you're seeing stagnation, if you're seeing maybe reversal of fortune, you have to see this differently. You have to either, you know, it's funny because you can do a lot of work and not see the not and not see the and just see successful plans, or you can just take the easy road and just erase the K and just say it's not unsuccessful plans, which means it is successful plans. Do you understand what I mean? I hope you're getting what I'm saying, because don't take any temporary setbacks as permanent. If it's not the end you want, I'm getting a lot of these manifestation sayings, the law of assumption sayings out today, because all of your readings are very meaningful. And one of those sayings is, if it's not the end you want, it's not the end. If you're not seeing exactly what you want, you just continue to see what you want until it shows up in the 3D. And Neville Goddard called it brazen impudence. You just do not back down. You don't let anything in the 3D distract you from what you want, distract you from your end. And remember, your theme is choose your thoughts. Choose your thoughts continually. Every day you wake up, you choose your thoughts. Every day when you wake up, you embody what you want. You embody what you want. You embody what you want. And then what you want becomes your reality. Whew. The 6 of Wands is the present, and this is a public success card. And so you are getting more and more recognition in this abundance track. Remember, we have the 2 tracks. We have the abundance and we have the love. The love is coming up in the second part of the reading. It's just how the cards came out. So we have the 6 of Wands, which is public success, which is public adulation, which is public recognition, which is you, pile number 3, have been laboring in the dark in your little laboratory. I know this is the past. I'm sorry, the recent. I know this is the near future, but it's illustrating the past, which is weird. So there must be, well, the easiest way to explain it is this has been you. You know, this has been you in the past, and you're just going to continue doing it. It's going from the past to the future. You've been in your laboratory working away at whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's your school. You know, you're getting the education that you need to get the job you desire, whether it is something you've been creating in your, in your room alone, and you've been wanting and wanting and wanting people to recognize it, and they finally are. Whatever it is that you've been working on, you've been doing it in the past without the knowledge, with no knowledge that it's going to be successful, except the knowledge that you, as a conscious manifester, are successful, if that makes sense. The only recognition you have had from in the past is from you. And now, in the present moment, you are getting more recognition. So we come to the near future, and you are still doing this, but you do it with the knowledge that it is working from your 3D. You are getting the recognition from the 3D that you really are consciously manifesting whatever it was that you were working on alone without recognition. You've already gotten a lot of success in your abundance track. And congratulations, and you have stayed the course. You didn't back down. You showed your strength already. You showed your fortitude. And the thing is, pile number 3, you're going to have to remember the success you're already getting in your 3D world, or recent, like very, very, very near future, you're going to get that success. You have to remember that, because your romance track, for many of you, it's not going as well. And so you just remember, hey, this was the formula I used with my with my job, or with my schooling, or with whatever it is that you've been working on to get your abundance. You keep that focus on, you keep it on your on this work that you're doing, and you also take that focus and you put it in your love relationship, because the love relationship is, you're more double-minded about it. So congratulations. First of all, I just want to say one more time, congratulations on your success. Congratulations on all the hard work. I see you. I see what you've done. I see what you're creating. I'm so proud of you. You're awesome. Keep going. It's working. You just continue to embody the successful person that you already know you are. Choose your thoughts. So now let's get to the love relationship, which is so interesting. You, pile number 3, are double-minded. This Lover's card, you just are double-minded. You're just double-minded. Whoops, this advice is so funny, because the Lovers can mean love, and it can also mean a choice. And your choice, instead of a choice as in like A or B, you're double-minded in either between 2 SPs maybe, which, I don't care if that's fine. If you have 2 SPs, it's fine by me. So you're either double-minded that way, or you're double-minded, you're seeing this one person as 2 different ways, as the way you want them, and the way you want them to show up, and as the way you don't want them, and as the way they have shown up in the past. So taking that person that you want and totally covering up the person that you don't want, that you have seen them as in the past, that's your work. We have this 3 of Swords, which is so hilarious, because it's Eros, it's this god of love, right? And he's got this pierced heart. And it is heartbreak, it's heartache, it's sorrow. And this is you. I mean, this is the environment. This is the 3D. So this is you seeing your specific person not the way you want them. You're either seeing them as having some past heartbreak that they're not ready for love or something like that, or you're seeing them as causing you heartbreak, and you're not seeing them yet as the person that loves you unconditionally and always gives you exactly what you want. There's something there, or you know, something similar, something like that. Choosing your thoughts is the only way past this. Choosing your thoughts, choosing your visualizations, choosing the direction of your intention, choosing your thoughts will change that. And soon you won't be able to see the other version of the specific person. You will only see the new version. So we have, very interesting, this is the what might help you, what might hinder you, and something that's at least partially hidden. So we have 6 of Swords, and we have the Hermit. So we have the Hermit, we have this going within, using your mind, and we have this 6 of Swords, which is leaving behind what is no longer serving you, which is perfectly illustrating the point. Leaving behind what is no longer serving you. And that is the struggle that you've been having with your manifestation of your love relationship. You have been having trouble leaving behind what's not serving you. And that's it. You've been having trouble leaving that behind. So what do we do? Pile number 3. What do we do? What is our advice? Well, I want to talk about this Hermit a little bit more. I guess what I'm seeing here is that you really have to retreat within. When the 3D is not showing you what you want, or it's even showing you exactly opposite of what you want, you have to, I've touched on this before. It's not you have to, it's you want. It's wonderful to do this. Your mental diet is your safe space. Your mental diet is your safe space that you take with you always. If your 3D is showing you exactly what you don't want, you retreat within and you see what you do want. If your 3D is showing you this aka unsuccessful plans, you see it as, hey, that's not unsuccessful plans, that's successful plans. That's successful plans. That's what this is, that's successful. And your mental diet is your safe space that you take with you. And that's why we have this. These are both something that are helping you. You're leaving behind what's no longer serving you, and you're retreating to your mental diet whenever you need it. Whenever the 3D is not showing you what you want, you retreat within. And just like Neville says, you can sit there and imagine and no one can stop you. So if someone presents to you saying exactly what you don't want, you sit there and imagine them saying what you do want, and no one can stop you. So now we come to this highly interesting potential final outcome. We have this 3 of Wands, looking forward. And again, this is looking forward to what you do want. You always look forward to what you do want. Not look forward to, but concentrate on. You give your attention to, your precious attention and your focus to what you do want, to what you want only, not what you don't want, and not what happened in the past that you didn't like. Those are anathema to a conscious manifestor. The only reason you would think about it is to say, oh, I didn't like that. Let me imagine, and not imagine, let me concentrate on what I do want. You don't think about what you don't want. You don't think about what happened in the past that you didn't like. That's what this card is telling us. And you're looking into your future and seeing what you do want. And again, the Six of Wands, the second Six of Wands, and it is the second happy outcome. The happy outcome is another public recognition. Is it an engagement party? Is it a marriage? Is it a trip together? Is it a bunch of social media posts as, you know, as a couple? Is it something like that? Yes, that's what this Six of Wands is. That's what this second theme of your reading is, the abundance theme and now the love theme. So the only question I have is this Hanged Man. If this Hanged Man is in between these two cards that are successful, what does that mean? Does that mean we're hanging out in success? I don't know. Let me... I'm not... Well, I guess... Because I was just thinking about this torch, we haven't really said a lot about it. And I guess that this is saying that you in the future, pile number 3, you're just going to continue. You're going to continue being a conscious manifester. And this is both telling you that you are going to continue being a conscious manifester and that you should, that should be your intention, because you've got 2 successes here. One is much faster in coming, this abundance, and then the love is a little slower in coming, but they're both here. There's no choosing of what you would like. There's no choosing. It's like I can either have A or I can have B. No, you can have the whole alphabet. You not only can have the whole alphabet, you are the whole alphabet. You are that. You are the embodiment of everything you want. You choose your thoughts. You choose what you focus on, and what you focus on comes to pass. So this is what I'm going to leave you with. You, pile number 1, you, pile number 3, choose what you focus on, and pile number 3, what you focus on comes to pass. And we have, remember, we have these 2 beautiful Six of Wands, public recognition of what you have been working on, and acknowledgement that you have successfully climbed this ladder, and everything you wanted, your abundance and your love, have come to pass. Thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful reading. Thank you for commenting on my videos. Thank you for liking them and sharing them. It's very wonderful. I just find it so wonderful and so lovely that you do share them and comment and like them. I'm thrilled every time. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I know that a bunch of you are subscribing, and thank you so much. And if you haven't yet, subscribe so that you don't miss my future readings. And I know I will see you very soon. Bye for now.